DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope you're all well. Today is Wednesday, yes, and it's been a long day. I've been following a security course online. It's been one of the things they've asked me to do, and it was like we started at 8 and finished at 5. And they were okay. Every 45 minutes, they gave us 5 minutes. And in the morning, we had a 20-minute break. In the afternoon, we had a 20-minute break. And we had an hour and 15 for lunch, so it was okay. But it's long because it was mostly courses, so we weren't in it all that much. I mean, we even had our cameras closed, and it was the mics were closed so that we don't bother people. That's the usual etiquette. Tomorrow we're going to be more in groups, like doing group work. But I didn't like it for one thing, actually. We were using Skype for Business or Skype Enterprise. It depends how it's called. It's not as good actually as Zoom for meetings like that, or even as the normal Skype, I find. Especially if you're using a Mac. I had to use over there. I have my Windows. That way. This thing here is turned around. So I had to use my Windows computer, which is pretty old now, but it's was such a top of the line at the time that it's really working well. And because the shared screen didn't work with Macs. Crazy thing. And we're gonna have like what they call whiteboards, so it's not blogger's itch. Yes, it is actually. And so, they say I'm going to use Windows, and then I thought, it's not, I've got nothing against using Windows, but, couldn't they use a system where everybody is able to participate in the same way? Anyway, so I said I was maybe going to do a tag. So David Nicholson has been doing one of these tags, or actually he's called it a super tag, which is, he's doing it in 5 parts, so it's like over 100 questions, which I'm not going to do 100 questions. I'm just going to I'm taking some of the questions out of his part 4, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's see. Can you speak more than one language? If so, what are the other languages? Well, I guess I can speak English sometimes. Yeah, so let me see. I can speak English and French, German. I like to say I have restaurant Italian. Because if I go to an Italian restaurant, I can, or if I'm in Italy, I can't really say that I can speak the language, but I can understand. Swiss German, not bad. Quebec French, is that a language? They would say it's French, but a lot of other people say it isn't, so I don't know. Anyway, we could say 3 with bits. And so that's one of the questions. And German is something that I learned over here on the workplace, and the same with the Swiss German. And I must be okay because the class, I give classes in German. I've taught in schools and I've taught in company. And I often say, I speak my own, excuse me, I often tell them I speak my own dialect. But that's really... Sorry, I got a cough all of a sudden. But that's just the way it is, But must be it's okay because I can talk with just about everybody, I guess, in German. Anyway, are you talking to anyone right now? I find some of those questions are so stupid sometimes. Not you, Dave, the questions. It's not his questions, okay? Even if it was Dave's tag. Are you talking to anyone right now? Well, I guess to you guys, it's kind of a strange thing. If so, how do you feel about them? Well, actually, you guys over out there in YouTube land are pretty good. A lot of you have gone away, but the ones that are still there, they're pretty good. And especially, and every now and then you get a weirdo, but it's okay. Let me see. Do you know anyone who skateboards? Yeah, I do, but that's nothing particular. What is your plan for tomorrow? Well, the second day of that course, and I cannot say that I'm not looking really, I'm not looking forward to it that much. It wasn't bad, but I didn't ask to do it. They asked me to do it anyway. Okay. So, how do you feel about today? Kind of said that answer already. Kind of mixed bag. Do you keep a journal diary? Not actually written, but I would say that like over the last like 12 years, we've been on YouTube or something, you know, and I got 2,000 some odd videos, you know, like 2,000 something. I call that a diary, pretty much. So, yeah, I would almost say that was one. How often do you check your Facebook? I got 2 Facebook accounts. I do check them regularly in the day. One is with I would say the YouTube people that became the Facebook people for a large part. And the other one is essentially with family. The large part is family in the States. And on that other account, I connect with people from my hometown in Canada and the region I was from. So we've got quite a big group, you know, from the eastern townships. And they call it Sutton locals and stuff like that. So, yeah. I do. Let me see now. I got a cough, don't I? No, it's not COVID. Do you ever sing when you're alone? Yeah, quite often actually. But you know, I hum more than I sing actually. But yeah, I do. What other things like? Let me see. What? I'm as bad as him now because my. Oh, here it is. I lost my place. How often are you on YouTube? Well, every day. Yeah. In the evenings, though. What is something that you like that no one would think that you like? I think actually, like if I think of people at work, because of my age, you know, I'm the oldest person at work now. They don't think that a lot of people don't actually realize that, you know, that I'm pretty computer literate or know a lot of things. Sometimes you hear people talking about things and they're talking about the old people. And actually I realize they're talking about people of my age, you know, as if we're almost backward or mental or something like that. So I guess, you know, the fact that I like computers and I like cameras and stuff like that, literature and Christian podcasts and so on. I don't know. I guess some people would find that weird. What does your best friend think of your significant other? Well, I would say my best friend thinks very highly of my significant other, in other words, my wife. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, it's a strange question. Do you type correctly? I never learned to type formally, but you know, I've been basically typing or writing on for most of my professional life, so I would say yes. What is the stupidest song you have listened to today? I haven't actually listened to any music today. I've just been into stuff. Yeah. Do you like trampolines? I've not been on them very much, but yeah, a few times I have. It was fun. You know. How often do you shower or bathe? Goodness. Every day. Who was the last person you texted? Now, that would be my niece, my sister's daughter. Yeah, I texted her earlier today. Who was the last person? Who was the last person to text you? Well, it was her actually. Are you listening to music currently? Well, if the sound of my voice is music, I suppose yes. Otherwise, no. Did you wash your face this morning? I mostly shower in the evening, but yeah, I kind of probably put a bit of water on it. Yes. Who is your closest friend? Now, if I say aside from family members, I would say that my closest friend is Tweetness Irene. Do you like the movie Juno? You know, at one time I know that I actually downloaded it and never watched it. So I'm not able to answer that question. Okay. What is the strangest thing that you have done this week? This week. Oh goodness. I did a lot of... Is it strange? I had to go through a whole bunch of installation receipts, doing detective work and looking what were the checks, the on the little boxes, to find what was the company of a solar system that the company had used, to find the certificates and stuff like that. Is that strange? Well, if you had to go through all the paperwork that I did, you'd say it was strange. It was weird, especially where I had them find it. I can't get into that. Why would you do it? Because it was part of my job. Would you ever consider skydiving? I would have. I mean, I did hang gliding, and I probably would have done some parachuting that was never offered to me, but probably not anymore. But yeah, I would have. What time is it? It's 21:30, so 9:30 p.m. What will you do after this? Well, I'll put this up online and probably watch a few more videos. Might work a little bit on the next comic book, something like that. And I'll go and watch a few things with Mrs. DC. She's downstairs watching television. She knows I'm making a video. So, yeah. What are you doing currently? Is everything beautiful? No, everything is not beautiful. Some things are beautiful. Some things are downright ugly. Who wrote these questions? What is the last text you sent? The last text that you sent say? You know, why didn't they put that in the beginning? I don't know. Like I say, who wrote these questions? I was sending actually a text. I can talk about it. It's no big deal. I was sending a text to my niece because it was her daughter's, her daughter's birthday, and the type of text that I send is an amino. What is it called? An emoji, and I make and it was a little thing, and I just I've been doing that for years, for them ever since they have that. Yeah, so that was, and so what I said, it was about her birthday, and then later on I'd send some pictures of our grandkids and so on. Yeah, so how many minutes have I been wasting of your time? Quite a few, actually, already up to 12, so I guess I should stop there. So yeah, that was a little tag, just to do something, I guess. I needed to relax somehow after, all these stuff. Yeah, okay, everybody, and let me see. I was just going to say, if texting counts, I guess just before that I had a Skype with my mom, but that doesn't count as a text. So anyway, yeah, I guess that'll be it. DC signing off. Have fun. Take care.